What's going on, guys? Hitmonchanting here, and today we are back with another Pokemon TCG deck tech. This time we're doing Alolan Muk GX and Salazzle. Now you may be thinking this seems like a terrible idea, but it's not. This deck seems very viable, and it can do some pretty heavy damage pretty quickly. In a couple of turns you can have your whole setup ready. Now, we're just gonna get right into it. First off, you have Salazzle and Salazzle. We're gonna do 3 of each. Why 3 and why not 2? You might think. Well, we're doing 3 because it might be easier to have your Salazzle and Salazzle knocked out than to have your Grimer and Alolan Muk GX knocked out. So Salazzle is just to get to Salazzle, and Salazzle is the first part of this 2-piece puzzle. You use Salazzle for its ability, which is Hot Poison. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may poison and burn your opponent's active Pokemon. And now that's pretty good. That's pretty good, right? And then next we have Alolan Grimer. You can replace it with the other one that's a Psychic/Poison one. You can replace it with that. I find this one better just because of the dark typing. I put it in, and it's also cheaper because I'm adding cost into these now just to help people out. So yeah. And then we have the main meat. We have Alolan Muk GX. Now, he is our main attacker and our wall. He has plenty of health, and you can even get more later. So first, the main attack you're going to be using is Chemical Breath, which is for a darkness and a double colorless, I should say, or 2 colorless. And this attack does 70 more damage for each special condition on your opponent's active Pokemon. So now, you're starting to see where this deck comes together. You put down your Salazzle, you poison and burn them, and all of a sudden, you're doing 150 on one hit. Now, compared to some other decks out there, that doesn't seem like a lot. Some decks can do massive amounts on one energy, but don't forget how much those decks cost and how much they're used. So, for your Pokemon, you toss a grand total of $8.82 in US dollars. I will be doing US and Canadian. You'll see all the Canadian stuff at the end. But for US dollars, $8.82 for your Pokemon. And you can even, if you're willing to spend more if you want this deck, you can bring this up to another special, to what's it called, whatever, a hyper rare or full art, whatever, if you want to spend more. Now, trainers, we have 36 trainers in this deck, and most of them are situational. You can definitely exchange some of these if you want. Like I said, I'm trying to use only Sun and Moon cards, which made it a little tricky, but it works out. It works pretty well. This comes to a grand total of $26.09. These are going off Troll and Toad prices, and that's in US. And that is mostly because of the Sycamore, I'm not going to lie. The Sycamore is about 10 of these dollars. So if you already have Sycamore, which you probably do if you've been playing for a little bit, not even a little bit, you'll probably have at least 4 Sycamore. I have way more. So that's easily money saved. So we're going to start off with De-Evolution Spray. That is so you can de-evolve your Salazzle from Salandit and then replay it next turn when you need to, or yeah, to get the poison burn off, right? And if you have 3 of them on the bench, you can evolve one of your other Salandit. So that's why we have De-Evolution Spray. We have 4 of those, even though we have 3 just in case it gets discarded. That's just to be safe. And so you can keep racking up damage with your Muk. Sycamore for obvious reasons. And now, these 3 cards right here, Bodybuilding Dumbbells, Weakness Policy, and Choice Band, are the situational cards of this deck. They take up 6 spots, but it's worth it. So Bodybuilding Dumbbells, the stage 1 Pokemon it's attached to gets 40 more HP. Now that's good for both Salazzle and for Alolan Muk GX. You can give them 40 more HP, which will bring Salazzle to 150 and Alolan Muk GX to 260. You can take a lot more hits, and if you need to, you can beef up your Salazzle a little bit. Now we have Weakness Policy, in case you're fighting something, maybe a Marshadow GX deck, or a Machamp, whatever. Whatever they're gonna be using that will have a weakness on your Muk. Because he's your main attacker, is your main attacker. Get rid of the weakness. If you're down on type advantage. Then we have Choice Band, which is if you need to do more damage. So if you have a Choice Band and you're facing a GX, let's say, and you did your Salazzle Hot Poison, you can do a whopping 180 damage on one turn. Which, that's enough to knock out many of the smaller Pokemon and some GXs as well. So Choice Band is also situational. Now we're getting down to Switch. Obvious reasons, Alolan Muk's retreat cost is 4 energy. That is very, very hefty. So you're gonna need switches. Now we have Escape Rope if you just you gotta switch out your Pokemon and your opponent has to switch theirs. It's a force. Field Blower. This is a very essential card for the mechanic of if you need a card or not. I forgot what I just said. I don't. But you use let's say you're using bodybuilding dumbbells, you have 40 more HP, but then all of a sudden they switch into a GX, and you're gonna need that extra hit to knock it out, and you have the Choice Band in your hand. Field Blower, get rid of your dumbbells, put on your Choice Band, then you can take them out. That's the only reason these are here. We have 2 of them. Now Ultra Ball, get in Pokemon. Obvious reasons. Now we have 3 Guzma. Guzma is actually a very expensive card now. It is the Lysander replacement. You get to choose your opponent's switch, just like Lysander. It's a forced switch, but you also get to have to choose yours too. So it involves a little more planning with it, but it's good overall. We have an Enhanced Hammer just for taking out specials. We have a Potown. Now Potown is mainly used for decks that involve evolving Pokemon a lot. Gardevoir. That's why that's there. You're gonna want to put this down after you have all of your evolutions up, or if they are using a Gardevoir deck, that is the one reason this is here. You put that down so when they evolve, they're taking damage. It's way easier for you to take them out later. You can always add different cards in here that'll help you heal your Pokemon, or you can always just switch them back until you need them, so they don't take damage up front being the active. So they don't get damaged, that's what I mean. Now we have, these are kind of the ones you don't really need, but they'll be definitely helpful. We have 1 Olivia to get your Alolan Muk GXs if you need them. We have 1 Rotom Dex. I feel Rotom Dex should be in every deck imaginable. You're definitely going to need a Rotom Dex. That lets you switch up your prize cards, and you can need 1 card that's essential for your deck to be stuck in your prize cards, and that could be very, very bad. So that's why you should use a Rotom Dex. If not more, you can take out a Potown or maybe a Guzma, add 1 more in, or another Enhanced Hammer. And we have 4 Crushing Hammers. Crushing Hammers are always good. Now for energy, we have 4 DCEs. They're DCEs. They're pretty much essential to this deck. With 2 energies, a Darkness and a DCE, you can get your thing ready. If you're lucky enough, you can get your whole deck ready pretty much in 2 turns. And then you're ready to rack up damage. Then we have 6 Darkness Energy and 4 Fire Energy. This costs a total of $7.36 US. Now, for the total deck price based off Troll and Toad, we have $42.27 American US dollars. That's not bad for this deck, especially since some cards cost this or more, like Tapu Lele, around that price, which is going to be a very used card. This is really good for a whole deck, and I could see this deck being played in the future when they release more trainers, and the Ultra Beasts you can definitely add into here. Specifically Kartana will be very nice in this deck, but in Canadian dollars this is $52.40. Then again, also not a terrible price for a whole deck, and that's assuming you don't already have Sycamore or Ultra Ball or energies, right? You're saving a lot, and if you have most of that stuff, you can get down to around $30. The main Sycamore is the one that costs price, and that costs a lot, and Choice Bands cost a little bit too, especially Guzma. If you already have Guzma, you can get this deck price down a lot. Now, for the strategy, I'm going to go over it one more time. You have your Salazzle preferably on the bench to get ready for Hot Poison. Then you have your Muk up front, which is taking the damage and also dealing it out with the Hot Poison. Because don't forget, burning and poisoning does damage too. So you can almost one turn knock out many Pokemon. If you don't do it in one turn, you'll get there nearly. You'll almost get there. So that's pretty much it. If you like the video, leave a like down below. I will be doing trades to get this deck in Trading Card Game Online. So leave your trainer name down below or contact me through the comments, and I'll get back to you and we can figure something out. If you have any of these, because I don't have much stuff in TCGO, much new stuff that's in rotation. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.